Hey, welcome back to Gather, Connect, Create. I'm your host, Megan Schultz, and this is the podcast where every week I am hoping to leave you with just a little inspiration for ways that you can gather, connect, and create in your own community with your own people together, because we need more of that. Hey, today on the podcast, just a short little ditty from me talking about clubs. I'm curious, when you hear the word club, what comes to mind? Something exclusive, something that requires a membership fee, maybe something that is only open to a certain echelon of people. Well, I want you to go back further than how that word speaks to you today and think about what it spoke back to you when you were a kid. So for me, in elementary school, I can't remember whose dad it was, but somebody's dad worked at a place that had extra silver binders. They were not sparkly so much as they were like a metallic silver and a little bit puffy. And I have no idea where they came from. There was some kind of company logo on the front, though who knows what that is. I can't remember. But we formed the Silver Binder Club, of course, and we had as many members as we had silver binders. I can't remember even how many that was. I don't remember even what we did, but just that we were the Silver Binder Club. So today I just want to talk about how fun and how simple and how easy clubs can be. We talked a couple weeks ago with my friend Maura, who has a cookbook club. If you missed that episode, you can go back and listen to see how she gets together with 7 girlfriends every 6 to 8 weeks, and they take a cookbook or they take a cookbook author, and everybody brings a dish from that chef. And I've just been hearing stories recently of different ways that people are gathering in small clubs like this. So 2 of them that I've heard of recently involve crafting. One I've been invited to. At a friend's house, she said, "Are you interested in crocheting or weaving or cross-stitching or whatever, some kind of fiber arts? Then come on over and get cozy by the fire, bring whatever you're working on, and we're just going to work on our projects together." And that was so much fun. I actually am not a fiber artist, but someone at the club kindly loaned me a needle and some string or thread and a piece of cloth, and I made a little heart. Some people were making some serious projects, and that was so neat to see, but everybody was doing something so different, but being together collectively in one room. So fun. Another friend of mine told me how she is a part of a club that similarly does crafting, but they craft while they listen to an audiobook. And so they get to the house, the woman puts on, I think they're listening to Ina Garten's memoir, maybe. I'm not sure what it's called or what it's about, and presumably her life as a chef. But that's the book they're listening to, and they pause it when the night is over, and they come back to it the next time. So what she said she loves about that is it sometimes takes out, at the end of a long week, you don't necessarily want to hang out with people and socialize. Maybe you do. Maybe you're an extrovert and that is what gives you your energy. But maybe at the end of a long week, you just want to collapse. But also you value friendships and you value meeting new people. So it's a kind of a way that combines both. There is an activity that you're working on with your hands, so you're feeling productive in that sense and doing something, and you're also communally listening to this audiobook that keeps the conversation quiet or light, and you're sharing a drink or a glass of wine or whatever it is on a Friday night that you want. So I loved that idea. Of course, there's the book club, and maybe it's described as the book club with a wine problem or the wine club with a book problem. Or maybe it's the sober book club. I am a part of 2 mother and son book clubs. I have heard of poetry clubs where people come and bring a poem that they love and share that. I love that because there's not a lot of pre-work required apart from finding a poem. You don't have to spend hours reading or listening to a book. and remembering the plot, or feeling guilty for not remembering the plot, as the case was with me when I was in a book club. So many ways to gather in clubs, and I'm curious, what have you heard about? Do you have interesting ways of gathering in quote-unquote clubs, whether they're exclusive or all-inclusive? What is it that Priya Parker is always saying? Create the gathering that you want to attend. So what is it that you love doing? What is a passion project that you want to try? Maybe there's something you've been collecting your whole life that you want to share. Maybe there's a board game that you love playing. I just scored Chameleon and Forbidden Island at Goodwill recently, and my kids love both of them, so we've been playing a lot of that. But maybe your family has something else that you love to play. Why not gather a few people and play that? Make it easy. Tell people to bring what they have in their fridge, what they want to clean out. Maybe somebody's got a half container of hummus and you've got the pita chips. Boom, there you go. Make it easy. It doesn't have to be fancy. Anyhow, I just wanted to put on a small little podcast this week to remind you that gathering can be easier than we think. If you're leading with something that you love and it's interesting to you, then it will be interesting to your guests as well. And if you can get some free silver binders from your work, oh my gosh, all the more fun. All right. If you have heard of a cool gathering, something that's simple, something that's easy to throw together, but unique and fun, I would love to hear about it. Let me know so I can share them in these small episodes like this to inspire more of us to send the invite. Keep it casual so that we can gather in real life, in community together. Don't forget, if you are not signed up for my newsletter, I only drop those on Wednesdays when the episodes come out. You can go to gatherconnectcreate.com and it'll take you right to my website, or you can scroll to the bottom and sign up for my weekly. You can also listen to the podcast from that site and find out about some of my offerings. Women's circles, writing circles, and my deck of story starters, so that if you do have this gathering and you need something to talk about, a way to break the ice, I got you covered. GatherConnectCreate.com, and I'll be back next week. Thanks, friends.